Tornadoes, welcome to Atleti Fanatics. And wow, what a day we had yesterday. Like, I expected like the game to be close. Like, I didn't expect this proper. Like, they literally killed us, to be honest. And the fact that it happened within 13 minutes, just 13 minutes from the 57th minute until I think, the 70th minute. Yeah, they scored 4 goals against us. Two from the set pieces, one amazing run from Luis Kelly, and then amazing finish for Martinelli as well. And then,
I think
I
it's
don't know what to say.
two other bad not set piece positions, but just I don't know,
No,
it
it was
just collapsed.
it was Gabriel and then Gyökeres. Again, that was very stupid. Like we were pressing up front, and then all of a sudden, like one ball over the top of Marcus Llorente, and then a missed shot from Eze, dropped to Gyökeres. Again, we have a lot to talk about. We'll talk about this. We'll just get to it. Before we go, I just want to congratulate Arsenal. Like, you guys deserved it. Like, hands up, you guys deserved it. Like, you guys literally dominated the match. I don't remember Atleti creating anything, and defensively we were very very poor. And on the other side, Arsenal literally deserved to win. And so, congratulations, guys. If any Arsenal fan is watching this, so congratulations. And Arsenal really look like a proper team this season. I think they have a really, really good chance of going very further in the competition, even in Premier League. They are the Premier League leaders right now, but I think Arsenal have a very, very proper team right now. And I just hope someone from Arsenal can just like especially the set piece coach, please come to Atletico de Madrid. Like, please, we need you. We need you. That's the signing we need.
Oh
But
yeah.
anyway, let's just get started. Thank you. The first half, even before the first half, let's just get started with the lineup. Uh, so, I mean, I expected Conor Gallagher to start, which he did not. But it was again the backline was the same, which we expected: Llorente, Jimenez, Robbie Lenormand, and David Hansko, and Giuliano, Pablo Barrios, Koke, Nico Gonzalez. I thought Nico Gonzalez would sit on the bench on this match with Baina available and Thiago Almada available as well. And I expected Conor Gallagher as well, or maybe the same formation as the one we played against Osasuna. But Nico Gonzalez started, which again, Simeone is showing trust in him. And the front two, Julián Álvarez and Sordot, again, I expected that as well. So there's nothing surprised me. I expected this lineup, so I would say it was a good lineup to go with this match. But the first half was still good. But again, those 13 minutes, man, like it literally killed us. It reminded me of that Barca game, and like where
Last
Barca, like
15 minutes where everything just
the
went
last 50,
drastically wrong.
exactly, just like that, literally the same. But I think it's your thoughts on the lineup.
Um, we run up. Did he thing? Let me show them what my thoughts are. We call it. So my initial thoughts on the lineup were, I was actually really happy because I thought Simeone got it really right. Because what I saw was, in my mind, a lot of the tweaking of the errors that we did in the Osasuna game. I think the Osasuna game was a good example of what we should have done. So we did the back three with Hanko, Jimenez, and Lenormand, right? And while we had some flaws, I think for the most part it was clearly on the right side for Simeone's idea of what he wants to do from our team so far. So when you look, what I was expecting was Hanko centre back, Jimenez centre back, Lenormand centre back. So you have those three who are covering. You have Hanko and Lenormand covering half spaces, and you have Jimenez covering in between, right? And when I saw Nico Gonzalez, I was like, nice. We have Nico on the left wing back role. He is fast enough to cover both options of Timber and Saka, while having enough in him that he can double team with Hanko and these other things, right? These are my initial thoughts. I was like, nice, he's gotten the left-hand side exactly what I wanted or I expected him to do. So And then also on the right-hand side, which is something I really wanted to see, which was, I think the problem with the Osasuna game is, even though we had some nice pressure at the start of the game, we didn't have any sustained pressure, which is something Giuliano kind of always offers because of the off-the-ball running. Now, Giuliano and Llorente on the right was the correct option to me as well. Everything in my eyes when I saw the lineup initially was like, okay, we're taking it to Arsenal. We have a solid chance of actually winning here. That's what I thought upon seeing it. I think the problem is, instead of the 3-4-3 that we kind of saw, instead of the 3-5-2 that we saw on the Osasuna game, we got a 4-4-2, which then added a huge set of questions that I don't necessarily appreciate in terms of the overall build-up. Now, I understand Saka is a brilliant player. I think Simeone understands Saka is a brilliant player. I think everybody in Atletico understands after watching the game that he's a brilliant player. And then we saw it against Real Madrid as well. He's a very good player. We've seen that. We've known that for years now. Why did he leave Saka one-on-one with Hanko, pulling Hanko out of position and then having Nico kind of in a weird, he's not really sure what he's doing there. So it's like the lineup initially was you double team Saka, so you force Timber to come forward to have a situation to help him out, and then you have either Koke or Barrios being, if they catch the ball, they can immediately offload to either Giuliano or Nico on those respective wings, and we have a really good lineup. And then instead we got a huge amount of space on that left-hand side where they just kept on hurting us, like over and over and over and over again, because Nico in a 4-4-2 is not a bad player by any means. We've seen it the whole season. He's been really good. But Hanko as a left-back has its flaws because Hanko wants to be a centre-back. He can be a centre-back and be good enough offensively. So having him one-on-one, pulling him out of space to be one-on-one and man-to-man with Saka and being tight to Saka is one of those situations where I have to say, legitimately, Simeone got it very wrong. And then Nico is almost having to be as a centre-back / left-back at times, which is just, I feel bad for Nico because it was, Simeone gave him nothing to work with on the day. Not that he helped himself, but he really did not have anything to work with on the day. And if you don't know what you're doing for however much a period of time, eventually an error will happen, as is the case with the first goal. Instead of Nico normally clearing that, he clears that like 9 out of 10 times. But then here's the 1 out of 10 times where he's not confident, he's not really sure, playing everybody on side. Gabriel gets a free header. Oblak has nothing to do. And Oblak had a really good game, but that's how I feel about the lineups. And it's just like that whole situation is like, I'll go into proper detail in terms of the step-to-step with the first half, and we'll talk to each other about the differences in the first half and the second half, what happened on these other things. But that's just what I felt after seeing the initial lineup and then all the tactical stuff, because we already talked about this with Fran. Fran mentioned this is one of the clear this left-hand side with Hanko left back / centre back situation is one of the clear errors that Simeone has done this far this season. And he really needs to fix it. Didn't fix it, big problem. Thing. Oh, you muted video.
But the thing is, like, who do you play? Like, if not David Hanska, who do you play? Let's say, like, you play David Hanska as a centre back, and then
No.
But Rogeri.
You're not wrong in terms of the left back part. The problem wasn't that Hanko is a bad left back. It's that you had 3 centre backs and you had the formation to play 3 centre backs and the exact stratagem, I should say, to work with the 3 centre backs directly would have countered Arsenal's situation. And instead you use the 4-4-2, which is not as good and not as refined, because Hanko, even though he's been good at left back so far this season, you still want him as your centre back because he's one of your best centre backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, like, you need someone. I don't think Steven interests like Diego Gonzalez as a left wing back right now. Yeah, because the thing right now is like, even with back 5, you need someone in midfield. That's where Nico Gonzalez comes in with a 5-3-2.
It's a mix of both. That's the beauty of Nico Gonzalez. He's good enough as a passer that he can play as an inside midfielder, but a midfielder he is not. So what you need to remember is the fact that he's really good at a lot of different roles, but you can optimize him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, I think like you what you mentioned like was like it could have been useful, but I think like everything has its own flaws.
Sure.
And so I mean like the answer I want to say like Bukayo Saka almost killed him, and I'm talking about like
Almost. He did kill him.
yeah, exactly. And then this is our like we call him like our best center back and our best left back, and after Jimenez, obviously. I mean, imagine if Javi Galan was playing. Imagine what would have happened in that sense. So I would
Therein
say,
lies
yeah,
I
I
think
would.
everything that you just said there is exactly why I think we should not have done a 4-4-2. Giving Saka the ability to one-on-one with any left back right now is a bad idea. And I don't mean specifically for Atletico, I mean across the board. That is not a smart idea. You know what I mean?
That's true. Like we didn't create a situation where it could have been like two people marking Saka, but I do get it. But again, I expected David Hansen to do better. I think like he,
Can't
he had a he had a very bad game. I expected him to do better against Gyökeres as well for that third goal, where he
That's just
um,
unfortunate, I think. It's not,
yeah.
he could have done better,
mm,
but that's just,
No, I mean like come on, man. Like he literally has like you. Anyway, like I think he goes in very late. But anyway, uh, I think David Hansen had a really bad game for me for some reason. He got killed by Saka, and then he came as a centre back, and then again Gyökeres almost boarded him, and then obviously, and then like someone like you can't really mark Gabriel. Literally, the guy is running like havoc in your D. Like why? Okay, I mean like we'll get to all of that, but anyway. So the first half, I would say the first half we didn't really offer anything in attack. To be honest, I think I knew like we know all knew the
ish.
kind. I know I was whole all like Julián Álvarez doing his own thing. We just had one moment where Arsenal made a mistake. David Raya tried to be smart. Giuliano, like he pressed him. He won the ball. Very good throw in as well. A quick throw in to Julián Álvarez and an empty net. I expected him to score. I don't know why. I thought that ball was going in, and then it was going wide, which was very weird for me because again, Julio Alvarez in this form, I think like he should have put that ball in the back of the net. It's an empty goal. Literally, no one is there. But it didn't happen anyway. And then first 5 minutes, Eze takes a shot, deflection, hit the post, and then after that, I think like the game was pretty even. We were defending. We didn't really offer anything in attack. I just want to say this: like throughout the 90 minutes, I didn't see a single scenario where I saw Giuliano going 1v1 with the fullbacks on the left
I,
hand side
I would like to talk about that later, but go ahead.
or the right hand side. I didn't see Nico Gonzalez going 1v1 with Timber. I didn't see Giuliano going 1v1 with Luis Kelly. And just because of that, Marcus Llorente, I didn't see Marcus Llorente going up front like he usually does. He was defending totally all the time. And then I didn't see David Hanso on that side going up to the field as well. Like literally, like we were literally boxed in our own box.
I agree.
And like it's I don't know, like we just couldn't find a way to get out of the situation. And Arsenal dominated the first half for sure. We were just defending, we were just hanging on. But then again, when we were trying to attack, again, the like lack of decisiveness, like lack of precision in the final third again showed up, which again we've been talking about this throughout the season. And it's just Julián Álvarez like literally running with the ball by himself. That's it. He had to create something by his own. That's it. And the first half was literally this defending the set pieces somehow, and then you didn't have
Maybe
anything
one
to
or two
offer.
top magic from Alvarez.
Exactly, one of or two things from Alvarez, and yeah, that's it. That's it. I can't really see anything apart from that. Your thoughts on the first half?
I don't really disagree with anything you said. I think that what we saw in the first half was, I think, a KG affair where it's like, okay, Arsenal aren't really breaking us down in the first half, but they're clearly better than us in terms of the overall of where they want to be in the game state. They're in a better situation. They're attacking us. They have a clear flank that they're attacking us with in terms of the right-hand side. They have a good understanding of the midfield. For the most part, they have 3 midfielders versus our 2. And even though I think we were decent-ish in the midfield, it was clear that they were better overall, as they had freedom to do what he wanted to do. Sulemani was orchestrating well. Who else was in the midfield? Rice was... I can't remember much about Rice in the first half. No offense. So
I mean, I saw a lot of Rice in the second half. Like every time he was on set piece, I was like, "Fuck, this guy is delivering better."
yeah, in the second half, we could talk about all 3 of them in the second half, but we can't really talk
in the
about
second half. Yeah, but again, even in the first half, I would say like Arsenal midfield, they dominated the midfield. Like we discussed about this with Josh as well. He was on our preview. Like the main battle would be the midfield battle, and the one who wins this battle will actually dominate the game. And if you see this Arsenal's midfield, Declan Rice and then Eze, and then it was I forgot, it was one more. Eze, Zubimendi, yeah. Again, they dominated the midfield.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we are. I would say we are a closer level in terms of midfield than Arsenal, but having a player less will make you lose that midfield battle, like automatically, right? If you and the other team are equal in terms of level of midfield, unless the player in question is particularly poor. Like if he played Merino, we would have had a much better time because Merino can't play the same level of passing as they did. And it's funny because Josh literally mentioned how he's hoping to see Eze to really take on the game and these other things. That's what he did. And he's saying, "Oh well, Eze hasn't quite reached a thing for us yet." So said so done. He would perform against us. He performed really well.
Both the players actually. We talked about this. Like Eze and Gyökeres will show up against us for sure.
Yeah.
Gyökeres scored 2 goals against us. 2 goals.
Yeah.
Even though you can call it like tap-ins or whatever.
It's so annoying because I know Eze is a good player. I've seen it. We've known him. I've known him for years. Watching in Crystal Palace, right? I know he's a really good player. I think everybody knows he's a good player. So see him be a slow start at Arsenal was like, okay, well, he came in late in the window. He didn't really have preseason. You'll eventually turn up. Why today? Why against Atletico? You know what I mean? Like, save that for a little Liverpool or Man City. Don't ignore us. Let us have a chance.
No one ignores us. It's like, like you'll be out of form. Like every team's like players will be out of form, and like suddenly they'll see a fixture at Atletico Madrid. Oh, like what? This is my time. But anyway, I also want to add this actually.
Sure.
A lot of people were saying about Sorloth, like we were playing with 10 men. Literally, Sorloth didn't have anything to offer. Like the set pieces we were defending it mostly were the part because Sorloth was there.
I think I refrained from criticizing Sorloth because of the fact
exactly. Like we didn't create anything for him, and I would say he still was trying to do something. I think he was still trying to hold the play, and like he had some moments. He got Zubimendi yellow carded. Wait, hang on. Was it Sorloth? I forgot. But I think like Sorloth he had a decent game. I can't really blame Sorloth on this one. And on set pieces, he was vital as well. And defending set pieces.
Exactly what you said there is what I was about to mention, which is like, look, I don't particularly like Sorloth personally. I think I've said this already. But I can't really criticize Sorloth because even though I'm not expecting much from him offensively, what he offered defensively in terms of, I'd say both halves, to be honest, is exactly why you have to have him on the pitch. You put on a 5'7" Almada there, what's going to happen? They're going to score. Like, you can't do that. And it's like, as much as we want to go with our plan A and as our game plan, you can't have Griezmann and Alvarez at the front two, and then also have Lenormand struggling against Gabriel, or Jimenez having to one-on-one with somebody. It's like there was a mix between man marking and zona marking, and I really didn't enjoy watching whatever the set-piece defense was. The benefit was randomly you would just get a 6'4" Norwegian dude who would just head away the ball at the end every time. Cool, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him doing limited stuff in the forward motion if we can get. Because we know what Alvarez is, and we know what Giuliano is on the other flank. And they were fine. I thought, to me, the main problem I saw in that first half was just fix the left hand side, figure out the Saka situation. I thought you would have figured it out before the game. Figure out the Saka situation, make a slight tweak, put Nico 1-on-1, or at least in a situation where him and Hanko can 2v1 him, limit the space, allow a proper press so you can actually like change from just being in defense to transition, know your routes in your transition, allow Giuliano to take on Marcelo Skelly, or at least challenge him. We didn't get to see that. We didn't get to see Nico Gonzalez really make a run forward, maybe once or twice at the first 5 minutes. We got to see Giuliano, not much in that first half. He was really good in the second half, but in the first half, I can't talk too much about Giuliano. I can say Alvarez was great from start to finish, but it's Alvarez dropping in to help with the midfield did help us a lot, and Solot coming in to help with the set pieces did help us a lot. But it can't fix what was effectively a really bad game plan on one flank, and then as soon as you change that already mediocre game plan to our worst game plan, and we're neck and neck, and Arsenal is just a bit like 10% better than us throughout the entire half. If you make a change, you need to get it to either equal or above that, right? We made a change and it went even further down, and the gap just got way too wide open, and they just slaughtered us, just instantly. And it's like you can see what Koke offers us in that first half. There's a level of calm, there's a level of understanding in terms of passing. Even under pressure, Myers and Koke were doing some really nice passes out of the box. We saw the same with Jimenez. My only criticism with Jimenez is I really wish he didn't get an early yellow card, because it was a dumb yellow card to take. You are right to be upset because it's not a foul. Don't do a kick out. You're too old and you're too smart, and you're a leader. You can't be doing that. That's my only criticism. But that's it for the first half. I think covered basically everything in the first half for the most part. And then we have to talk about which is the real, actual, honest to goodness thrashing that happens in the second half. So let's kick off with your initial thoughts, and then we'll go into the details of what went wrong in that section.
No, I mean, first half, I would say, again, there wasn't much, just that Alvarez chance, and then as I hit the post, and that's it. So there wasn't much to discuss about first half, just the formation and tactical display, which we just did right now. But yeah, guys, you can just let us know in the comment section what you guys think about the first half. And then now let's talk about the second half, where the main demolition happened. So I was still, we started very good. The second half, we started very good. Julián Álvarez hit the post, and just like Eze hit the post in the first half within 4 or 5 minutes. Julián Álvarez hit the post within the first 4 or 5 minutes. You can call us unlucky in that regard. Yes, we were, but that's who we are. We are unlucky FC for some sort of reason. But anyway, that's it.
That was an insane shot, by the way. He fully did right up foot from nowhere.
That was a good shot. And I expect whenever I see Julián Álvarez in that position, I expect him to take a shot. And then again, that was a very, very good shot, because again, we discussed this one. He is such a good ball hitter. The whip in his foot is very good. I hope he had that whip with his left foot as well, so that the first half chance would have converted in a goal. Would have literally changed the game. But anyway, second half we started off very well, and then again, as soon as again, you all can argue that Marcus Llorente won. But first of all, if that was a foul or that was not a foul, I think it was kind of I would say.
You knew, I knew after seeing how dumb that was, we were going to concede off of that, because that's how football is. A dumb challenge that you don't think is a foul at all, and they'll concede. Remember last year
but my point is referees will keep making mistakes. You can't really rely on them. But anyway, look how far was it. It's not like it's at the edge of the box. It's not like it's a very, very critical area. It's very far. And then suddenly Arsenal was like, no, Declan Rice is going to take the set pieces now. Bukayo Saka has to step down. And Declan Rice, we all know what happened with Real Madrid. And he put in a very, very good set piece. That ball that whipped in, literally, it's very, very hard to defend. Unless and until you are, I think Jimenez would have done a better job. But again, he had other people to mark as well. He had Saliba to mark, and then Solot was there. I think Solot got substituted by then, or was he still there? Okay, yes. So Solot was there actually. I just noticed. So it was Nico Gonzalez and Solot. Again, my point is like you keep Solot at the front post, almost like on every set piece. Why didn't you like put him on the front post over here?
Mm.
You had Nico Gonzalez on the front post, and then Gabriel literally, obviously, like if Nico Gonzalez versus Gabriel, there's gonna be one winner only, Gabriel. And then that quality of a ball from Declan Rice, it's not easy to defend unless you have like someone like very tall. And do we? Yes. Who is that? Sorloth. Where is he? I don't know. He's in the mix. I don't know who is he marking. Where the hell is he? So like again, something we should have practiced, like the set piece defending for the team against Arsenal as well. Like obviously, like
For the
it's a
millionth
90.
time, Alex is
It's a
saying again, we have a bad set piece defense.
exactly. It's a 90. It's a 90-minute game. Like you have to get your plan right.
Yeah, it's
And
this.
then again, Gabriel scores. Like I can't really blame Oblak as well. He hits the fingertips of him because again, that was a very good ball. Anything from any player would have just turned in the back of the net, and which it eventually did. And then again, Simeone made three changes. Gallagher came in, Baena came in, and Ruggeri came in. Jimenez got substituted. Ruggeri switched to left back, and then Hansko shifted to center back. Gallagher came in for Koke, and then Baena came in for Nico Gonzalez. Did I see something special happened after that? No. What happened? We literally went from bad to worse. Like literally, the second
I,
goal. The second goal. Like how the fuck can you allow Luis Kelly to run in the middle of the pitch like that? Literally,
I think
I
you
blame
have to say
Gallagher.
no. You
I
have to blame
blame
Gallagher because
I
it's
blame
he
Gallagher.
saw it.
Yeah,
He saw
exactly.
it wrong.
I Exactly. I blame Gallagher all for it. Like it's funny. Like Gallagher used to be the fan favorite, and now he's turning out to be kind of
I
like people
think
are pushing him to
I think
leave in the
I
winter
think
transfer market.
I think it's not entirely his fault. Well, yes, it is his fault in terms of the game itself, but it is not his fault in the sense that look, Simeone has explained expressly. He knows where Gallagher is at his most comfortable. He has this is the reason why he wanted him here. This is why he called him here and those other things. If he knows this, if he understands this, why would you take off Koke in this moment? A person who has been keeping the level of calm, and Jimenez, mind you, keeping the level of calm, keeping everything safe in terms of the overall game state and controlling each parts of their respective pitch. And then add Gallagher, who cannot do that, and then also is not comfortable on the double pivot. You take control and you put in chaos, and you get chaos. You get a lot of chaos for your own team and nothing for them. You know what I mean? Oh, you
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I keep. But I would say Gallagher has to do better. Like if you're coming, like coming from the bench, you have to put in on more energy. Like if we just need a runner, we can hire someone who does marathon or something. He can run throughout the pitch for the 90 minutes. It doesn't make sense. Like
it was really funny. I was thinking to myself, right? Since the first half, Gyökeres did nothing, and I was like, man, this is a cardio session for him, but he has no use against us. And then we call it, as you mentioned, he run. And I was like, Gallagher's there to run, but all of a sudden we just have open space, and then Gyökeres, who's literally doing nothing, gets 2 goals on us like that. It's just like, well, all right.
But again, that was a very good finish from Martinelli, by the way. But again, before that, there were so many things to talk about. Like Julián Álvarez gets beaten, fine, and then came in. I don't know, it was Paulo Barrios. But again, he has two players behind him now: Julián Álvarez, Paulo Barrios. Gallagher is the third guy. He's literally in front of him. You can tackle him. You can tactical foul him. Whatever.
Just wait
I
and
think
watch.
the back end 2016-17 or the 15 Atleti, Saul, Koke, they would have literally slid in to stop that guy. They
Easy.
would have they would have taken this yellow card, tactical foul play, or maybe they would have won the ball as well. Where did our haram ball go? Like literally, people are saying it's haram ball versus haram ball. It's not. We can't play haram ball anymore. It's very sad to see. Like we are not what we used to be. Like, where is the culture of this club? Where did it go?
I think
Where is
as
that peak?
since you mentioned those same 2015-16 Atletico, right? Let's look very briefly because I don't want to take too much time from your explanation. Like that 2015, like look at the players that we would have had during that between 2014 to 2017, right? The midfielders would have been what? Mario Suarez, Koke, Saul, Arda Turan, um, Carrasco at the time. Well, he's more of a winger, but Raul Garcia. Like genuinely, Gavi, some of the top of the top midfielders. Some of the several of them coming from an academy, several of them coming in for very cheap and ending up being like the best that you could get. All of these players very good at understanding the awareness around them, very good at passing, very good physically. If they're not good physically, the anticipation is brilliant. Where they need to be, what they need to do, the level of aggression, everything is there at the top, top. I think Gallagher has aggression, but he doesn't have a lot of the other things in terms of the general level that we need from a midfielder in the double pivot. Is he good enough at passing? No, not really. Can he anticipate when defending well? No, not really. Is he good in terms of knowing where the player is going to be? Like you see in that moment where the difference between Atletico is now versus what Atletico used to be. And we spent 40 million on Gallagher. Not that I hate Gallagher, mind you, but you can clearly see there are ways to spend money well and there's ways to spend money poorly. I don't think Gallagher's really should be a symbol of that. I think Solot's arguably way worse, in my opinion, but even then, he's not even the worst that we've done. We put down 120 million on Felix before. And this is a huge history lesson, whatever, but the point stays, which is Alex is right, which is we can't sustain the previous level because we don't have the players for the previous level. DePaul leaves, there's a huge problem in the midfield. Do we address it at any point in the summer? No, we do not. Paris is going to take his starting spot. Therefore, we're good. Like that's
Like it's like I didn't see a single player making a tactical foul in this game. Not a single player.
I
Koke
agree.
still do that. Koke still do that. Like we saw the game against Osasuna. He did stop the Osasuna guy. He literally grabbed him. He took the yellow card. Fair enough, because he canceled that chance of Osasuna. I didn't see a single tactical foul in this game. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Where is the culture of this club? Where is that haram satanic football everyone talk about? Where did it go away? Literally, how can we allow someone like Luis Kelly to run in the middle without getting fouled?
Mhm.
Julián
It's not that
Álvarez could
he
have
didn't make a good run. Is that
pull
why
his
did
shirt
he
or
get?
anything.
As you say, it's not he didn't make a good run. How did he get to his destination? How is that possible?
He literally reached the top of the D, and then again Llorente has to step
From
in. He had exactly he has to step in, and then just because Llorente had to step in, Martinelli is like wide open, and he put it on a plate, and that was a good finish from Martinelli, by the way. Again, it hit the fingertips of Oblak, which I think that was a very good finish.
Black had a
Which
really good game, and it doesn't matter because he conceded 4. That sucks.
exactly, but again, like Josh was saying, like the left hand side is literally, like they don't know, literally the same. Trossard, Martinelli scored a very good goal against us. Look at that. But anyway, moving on to the third goal now. Third goal, I would say again. I think it was Luis. It was Eze, I guess, who gave that lofted pass. Reached to Martinelli. Llorente was trying to cover up. He did. Martinelli did a cross. Reached to Eze. Eze mistimed his shot. Reached to Gyökeres. What is our defense doing? Ball watching. Like, oh damn, this is a good move in the making. Should we watch it? Should we tackle it? What do we do? Let's just watch it. And then David Hansi just realized, oh shit, like he's literally in the 6 yard box. And then he tried to tackle it. And then by the time it's too late. And then there's the third goal. I think that was very poor defending from David Hansko.
I,
Like
I can't really disagree. I think Hanko didn't really have a really good game yesterday. I think the real problem is some of the when you look at the best players, right? It's not just that you're physically fit and these other things. It's like that split second decision making. When we saw last season and season before that and season before that with Griezmann, right? You'd see randomly for some reason, the ball is in the air, right? Everybody is stuck standing still, and for some reason, Griezmann is already making the way to a run to do something. Griezmann scored like 3 bicycle kicks in those like 2 or 3 years that we just mentioned, all from him making brilliant movement. In the middle of the box, he's getting enough space to hit a bicycle, surrounded by 2-3 players. That's him being a different level to everybody else. I want that from our centre backs, and I don't get to see it because the one centre back that we have who can do that is Jimenez. Sanko, unfortunately, is not in the headspace to be a centre back because he's playing left back at the start of the game. Why, I couldn't tell you.
I can't take that as an excuse. I can't take that as an excuse.
It's still not good enough.
No.
It's
I mean,
still not good enough. But that doesn't
played
change.
Llorente played like 3-4 positions in a match. You can't tell me he can't just do like.
How many other players
positions.
besides Llorente can play 3 or 4 positions in a match in our team? That's you can't that's Llorente's thing. Like, he can do whatever he wants to do. Like, I do agree in the sense that positions are not the only thing that comes with a player. Is about responsibilities, understanding what responsibilities. Mid-match can change randomly. I 100% agree. I just feel like some players are not built to be, if you come into a game with a pre-planned of what your general ideas of rules and responsibilities are, and it doesn't change, they can play their best and you need to do too much. I think Lenormand is a great example. Lenormand, if he starts in a certain mindset and you keep him in that mindset from start to finish, he's a great centre-back.
Robin Lenormand was still good, I would say. I think David Hansko had a really, really bad game. Jimenez was still good as well. But then again, that was such a stupid yellow card for Jimenez, by the way.
It was.
From the referee. But again, never mind. It didn't really, and nothing happened.
No, the referee was right to yellow card it because you can't kick the ball away there. You can tell he was going to get a yellow card. But it was a dumb foul because it was never supposed to be a foul. Like, Gyökeres hit a horrid touch, right? He was never getting past Jimenez and runs right into Jimenez. Okay. We've seen that like a million times a match for every other team. And of course, an Italian ref will be like, you know what? I think that's a foul. Like, I'm so tired of watching Serie A because of this, man. It's so frustrating.
Let's just get to the fourth goal now. You literally conceded 3 goals within 10 minutes. And one of them was a set piece. The second one, you allowed a guy run in midfield without any challenge. The third one, again, the ball is just, again, it was like a long ball. And then another long ball, another missed shot in the back of the net within, I think, 4 or 5 touches. That's it. The ball was in the back of the net. And then now. Oh, also, by the way, I forgot to mention, after the 2-0, Atleti showed some fight for 2-3 minutes before they scored the third one, the Gyökeres one. Atleti showed some fight. There was some fight. We had some corners. We had some shots with, again, I think it was after 1-0 only, where Giuliano had a chance, and again, Gabriel had a very super block on that one. I wish Giuliano had composure on that one. He could have easily beaten Gabriel on that scenario. But anyway, that was a good chance for Giuliano. Again, I think it was just like throughout the 90 minutes where Atleti were on top of Arsenal was just 3-4 minutes after we went down. And the second or the third goal literally killed it. But anyway, the fourth goal now. You know what happened just 10 minutes before. There's this one guy, a tall, jersey number 6, running crazy in the box. He's been doing that throughout the season. And what do you do?
Years now, actually.
What do? You let him run again. I don't know who the hell was marking him. I just saw this guy. As soon as I hit the corner from Declan Rice, and I saw the one guy running crazy in the box with the jersey number 6, I knew. But what I didn't expect was him to be smart and literally play the ball inside the box. I expected him to go for the goal, because the angle was very tight. I expected him to go for the goal. What he did, he actually played smart. He literally got the ball back in the box. And again, now you can blame a little bit Oblak over here, because again, that was a very tight angle, and you allowed the ball to go through. There were 3 players, Atleti players. I think it was David Hansko. Everyone was ball watching, then reached to Gyökeres. Gyökeres literally, I was like, oh shit, it's my day. It's my lucky day. I'm just going to tap this in. And he did 4-0, easy.
I think
And
you can't. I don't want to blame a specific person in this scenario. I think this goal makes me the most upset out of the four because you're 3-0 down. Have some pride. You know you have. You know where the set piece is going. You know where it's coming from. You know who to mark. You've seen it. He's the problem. He's been the problem. Mark him. How is he running freely in our box again? That's nonsense. And then we said Gyökeres is marked and he still gets a free shot off. It's nonsense to me. I hate that goal the most because I think everything about that is everything I hate about us at piece defense. Terrible.
exactly. I mean, that was a very, very bad day. I mean, like 4 goals. It just reminded me of Benfica, like when we were really, really bad. But Benfica was still like, like from start to finish, it was just that, like, like we were just bad.
We've had a 4-0 maybe once a year since 2020, 21, since we won the league. Like even in the year that we won the league, Bayern beat us 4-0 at away from home. I'm thinking of the Benfica and the we call it the Arsenal game now, but I think we had another 2-4-0s in Champions League in between that period. The Benfica, the Dortmund game where we're 2-2, we're up, everything is fine, 2 goals out of nothing, we're 4-2 down, we're losing like that. Like, how did you come into the game with such an advantage and lose everything like that? It's like every single time you think about it, it's always away from home and it's always another new problem. It's always the same nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, again, I expected like a very, very close game. I didn't expect this 4-0 within 13 minutes as well. You literally gave away the game. And there was no haram ball, there was no parking the bus. Even if you were parking the bus, that's not how you park a bus. Like, what kind of a bus were you driving if you were parking the bus? Literally. I would just say, like, and then after that, like, again, Arsenal made changes, they slowed their tempo, and then the match was over within the first 7, like, after the 4th goal, the match was over. There's no way we. There's nothing to do. I think Arteta didn't even play Trossard. He didn't even bring on his.
He just brought on the B team players, and we had to just watch it happen. It's like, all right, cool.
Exactly, and then like we had Alex Payne and Thiago Almada, playing, and then like people on Twitter, Atleti fans were like, like, oh, Almada and Baina has to play. Bro, they're literally playing against the Arsenal team, which again they're done with their work. They're literally just like running down the clock. There's nothing. If Baina or Almada would have scored that one, I would have said, like, Simeone made a wrong choice in this match with the starting line. No, he did not. And after the 70 minutes, the match didn't really matter that much. Arsenal, I think they were just running down the clock, maybe just trying to get the 5th if they can. And then, meanwhile, Atleti, we knew, like, I think we, even after the 70th minute, we didn't create anything. I think it was Thiago Almada who had the first shot on target for us after the 4th goal.
I think so, yeah.
And then Gallagher had a chance as well, which he was offside for sure, but again, you have to hit it. You have to put that in the back of the net.
At some point after the 70th minute, Almada and Bayana were just feeding balls to Gallagher, who's making runs from the midfield, deep runs from the midfield, right? Get a few chances, but it's just like, why would you even need to do that? Like as a general game plan, why would you not feed Alvarez to that same ball? Like, I don't know.
Exactly, and and then after the 4th goal, then I saw Ruggeri up on the pitch, a left back up on the pitch on the Arsenal's half. That's where I saw my left back after the 4th goal went in. It's too late, and again, Arsenal has slowed down the tempo. Like they're done. They've done the work. There's no point of now you're trying to do something. And then you're putting on crosses. Now there's no Sorloth. Like, again, the same thing. When Sorloth is there, like, you don't do anything. And then when he's not there, now you're putting crosses. Again, no benefit of it. And it was just overall a very, very bad game, I would say. Especially like from the 57th minute to the 70th minute. Those 13 minutes were literally bad. They literally killed the game.
If you could put collapse as a word, as a great example, and you just see this is what it is. Because as soon as I said, right, the first half is Arsenal's a little bit ahead, Atletico is right here, and as soon as the subs are made, you take off Koke and Jimenez. These are not players you're supposed to take off. You take off those two, boom. You put in Gallagher and Ruggieri as a replacement and Hanko as the cover for Jimenez. Boom, there's a further set of problems again. Baena can't cover the left wing as well as these other things, right? He's a really good offensive player, but as amazing defensively. So now you have problems in set pieces and these other things. Okay, you can't even see my hand anymore. The difference between Atletico and Arsenal is all here. It's like it's not that Arsenal were that much better than us, which I think they were still better than us. But it's not that they were. I don't think this was a 4-0 game, but it was a really good example of everything I used to have in terms of Atletico, which is if they sniff danger, you are in problems, right? As soon as the first goal comes in, you have players like Griezmann and Falcao and I don't know, like Diego Costa, who could just come in. All right, I'm gonna run down your defense. I'm gonna give you problems. You see that set piece, that corner we have right now? Watch Raul Garcia, because if you don't, he's going to throw.
Oh, damn, Raul Garcia, it just reminds me of that, like, never afraid of, like, like making those runs in the box, especially on the set pieces.
And then as soon as if you lock down Raul Garcia, nice, Godin is free. It's like these things come in place, and we still have a lot of the remnants. I think somebody mentioned it on Twitter, right? Like since that 2018 semi-final against Arsenal, Koke, Griezmann, and Jimenez and Oblak are all still here from that 2018 Europa League win. That is both a good and a bad thing. It's good in the sense that we have players from the ends of our peaks, right? It's bad in the sense that we haven't managed to get somebody who's a worthy successor in all of the respective roles, right? Griezmann and Koke, to a degree, we have Barrios who can eventually cover for Koke, and we have Alvarez, sort of, who will eventually be the Griezmann guy, but well, I think they both kind of are, but Jimenez, who's the replacement of Jimenez? We have had since Simeone has taken this charge, we've had maybe 3 or 4 good centre back signings over the years, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't remember because again, the last time I think, like, for me, Felipe was still a good signing. Like the first season Felipe had, I think, like, he was very good. Like I was really impressed with Felipe. The guy literally wasn't afraid. Like I saw him put his head on a shot from I don't remember the game. I literally saw him put a head on the shot. Like a guy took a shot and like he literally put his head like that, just to stop the shot. And
crazy guy.
Felipe was first season. Felipe was very good, and then I don't know what happened to him. But
I don't know what happened after that. But if you look at so let's look at also Longley, Lenormand, who's the Belgian guy who was alongside
Witzel.
Not Witzel. Witzel came in as a DM and became a centre back, and he was okay. But you know what I mean? He's way past.
Hang on, Belgian guy. Which Belgian guy are you talking about?
This is from like 2014. He eventually went to Tottenham.
Vertonghen.
Good for Tottenham. He wasn't good for us.
Vertonghen. Toby Alderweireld. Yeah, sorry. Vertonghen was his partner in Tottenham. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yes. Right. Alderweireld, I don't really like him. I didn't like him for Atletico, and he eventually left right after the season, but he allowed a free header in the 2014 final. All right, cool. Right? Like, we've had Savage, who was a signing. We've had Jimenez, who was a signing when he was 18. And then we had maybe Hanko and Felipe. That's 4 centre backs. We were good. And then Lucas Hernandez came from our academy. Nothing else at all in that entire period of time. Jimenez has been on and off the pitch because of injuries, and we've had Savage basically having to cover for. As soon as Godin left, it was basically Savage and whoever else against him.
Yeah, I mean, like Savage was still good, but again, like we're just talking about, we're just going off topic right now. It's it's another conversation, but anyway,
sorry.
Our away dilemma still continues. We still have 0 wins away from home, and it's not looking good. I don't think like we can achieve anything this season with this kind of form away from home. Again, it's the same thing which we had last season, where we were very good at home, but like away from home we were literally shit. and that made us lose that Dortmund game as well. Even though we were winning comfortably, we still lost that game. And so again, I can't see us winning anything this season as well if this doesn't change. We have to change our away form. I mean, 6 matches, 0 wins away from home. That's alarming. That's very alarming. And but
I know it's
the
early in
Champions
the
League,
season, but it's still a problem.
exactly. And then again, PSV scored 6 goals against Napoli. I was shocked to see that. And we have an away game at PSV as well. It can be another shocker for us as well. So
I
again,
hope not, but yeah.
yeah, the away fixtures. You have Galatasaray away as well. That's 2 fixtures away from home.
You
They're
know
not looking
what's
good.
you know
They're
what's
not looking good at all.
Alex? I thought, remember when we did our predictions, right? I thought PSV, as
These,
much as they're a decent team, I thought we could, as much as they're away from home, this is one of those games where we should grind out an easy win. Galatasaray, very, very hard atmosphere, but this is one of those games where I think we're good enough to do these things. All of a sudden, I'm double guessing some of the things I thought about. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
knew.
because again, I mean, we can't win against Celta Vigo, who literally had 0 wins in La Liga. We fucked that match. We fucked up that match. We
Well,
can't
long they messed up that match. We were gonna win that comfortably.
still again. I mean, like I can't like it's the whole team. We fucked that match. We couldn't win against Espanyol. Again by winning 1-0 as well. We couldn't beat. By the way, next match is Real Betis away from home as well. Another big test for you. I don't see us winning that match as well. I'm not really confident on the Real Betis away, even though I don't know if Isco is available or not. Johnny Cardoso we have in our team now. Again, it's I won't be surprised Anthony bags a goal, a curler from his left foot from the outside of the box. Imagine that. So there is something has to change about this. Really, if you want to compete, there is something has to. I mean, players has to take responsibilities. If they can play at home with a different level, they can do the same thing away from home as well.
Even I think the problem isn't even that away from home we should be same level. I think away from home we're not even like 10% as good is the problem. If we have 50%, we could at least do something. We're that much better than a lot of teams in the league. We're not even showing half of that. You know what I mean? Like that Liverpool game made me feel like, okay, well, we have a chance, right? We had a good game. Things went wrong in the first 10, 15 minutes, but we had a good game. And it didn't eventually be lost. Okay. But considering Liverpool's form, considering what they like, it now informs me. It's like maybe we weren't that good actually. Maybe maybe this is actually a worse sign than I thought. And now it recontextualizes everything. Not mind you, again, Arsenal were better than us regardless. I still don't think they were better than us, but they were definitely better than us. This was an Arsenal win for me. It was going to be an Arsenal win.
I mean, like we kind of predicted this. Like we kind of said, like Liverpool and Arsenal, we kind of see it as as a L. But like
Yeah.
I think like another 6 matches, I think we pretty much thought like maybe the Inter game can go here and there, but like these 2 matches, like we were like pretty spot on. Like I don't think we're winning this one. But now I don't see us. I don't see like I'm not confident with PSV and Galatasaray as well. Now that's 4 matches. Then we have Inter at home as well. That's 5 matches. Now again, we just left with 2 matches.
I'm fine with our home form, and I think Inter, despite being a very good team, I still think we will give Inter a run for their money. But
Let's see. I hope so. I hope so.
But
I hope
it's
so.
like, the problem is in this same season we've held 4 to Arsenal. We've also put 5 to Real Madrid. That haven't lost at all so far this season have had like three red cards and have scored from 10 men multiple times so far this season. It's a very frustrating feeling knowing that I think Atletico is a much better team than I think people know, but at the same time I know they're also a much worse team than people feel at the same time. It's like I want us to be better, and I can't really blame so much the players at times. It's like at times I want to blame Simeone. I think I can blame him for today, right? Like this was Simeone. This was on Simeone, right? Like we got it wrong, and then as soon as we conceded, it got even worse. And now you can 100% agree. But in general, I usually can't blame Simeone because it's some stupid individual error. It's some stupid thing, and it's like it goes from player you're expecting to perform well, and it doesn't happen, and it cascades and all these other things. Something is wrong. Something about the team needs to be fixed. I don't know what. I'd like to believe that we just, I don't know. I watched the youth league game earlier that day, right? I watched that team and I thought to myself, even though the game ended 4-3, I was like, man, this is such a strong Atletico youth team. All these players are really, really good. Not all of them will get promoted. Not all of them will be in La Liga, but all of them have a bright future in front of them. And I think I saw some really, really solid players in there, and I thought to myself, the feeling I get from that team is almost the feeling I get from some of the older teams of Atletico. And I don't feel that way about Atletico right now. So let's see.
All right, let's get to the literally. I think like we talked enough about that.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the ratings. It'll be very quick. You guys can let us know in the comment section as well. How much would you rate the players? Okay. So now the right back, Llorente. I'll give him. I think I'll give him a 6. I think he still had a decent game. Yeah,
It's
I'll give him
decent
a 6.
until he wasn't, and then it was like, whatever.
Yeah, and then Jimenez again. I think first half he was great. I'll give him a 6 as well.
I think he was really good, and then he took him off, and then the game got worse. I think that is evident to how good he was.
And then Robin Lenormand, I'll give him. I think he was pretty decent as well. I'll give him a 6 as well. I didn't see him making any mistakes. He wasn't getting dribble pass or
This
anything.
is the real question. Where do you put Hanko? 4?
For me, David Hansko is definitely a 4. He had a very bad game. David Hansko is a 4 for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Giuliano, I'll give him a 6 as well, because
6 is everywhere, man.
yeah. And then Pablo Barrios again, I'll give him a 6. Okay, 6. Nico Gonzalez, I didn't really see. I just saw him once. He
I
was
think
trying
I have to
run.
give him a 4 as well. I think that was a terrible game.
Exactly, right. But no, I mean, like David Hansko has to be the worst player from yesterday for me. I'll give him a 4.5. And then Sorloth, I think he was pretty decent. I'll give him a 5. Julián Álvarez, I think that's the only guy who.
He's pretty decent. I'll give him a 5. This is what you just.
I mean, like he couldn't do anything. He didn't get any service or anything. But like like whatever his role was, like he did perform it. So yeah, just for that reason, I'll give him a 5.
Okay.
Julián Álvarez, I think that's the only player that stands out from the yesterday's match, and I'll give him a 7. And Oblak, even though he conceded 4 goals, I'll still give him a 5. So yeah, for me, David Hansko was the worst player yesterday.
For me, it was probably Nico. Hanko not too far behind. But I think it's sad because I think when you look at the game, I still think Koke, Jimenez, Barrios, and Julian had a really good games. I think Giuliano had moments. Didn't get to be full into the game. I think we didn't get to discuss. I think Arteta got it right. He didn't overthink it. He didn't put Marino and play it safe. He didn't put Calafiori and leave a bunch of space. He had Miles Lewis-Kelly being able to be also to cover for Giuliano's pace while also being able to damage us through the middle if need be. Because we realized we had some problems in the midfield.
Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I think like Arteta definitely won the tactical battle.
Which is such a shame because I thought
he got his players spot on. Yeah.
Slight tweaks and we get this game right, and I think Simeone got it really, really wrong. And not only did he get it wrong initially, he made it worse with his substitutes, which is I think the real sin there, because it's fine to get it wrong initially. It's worse to not be able to fix it for coaches of his standard. But that's all I have to say. That's my final thoughts.
Okay, we forgot the subs as well. The subs, Ruggeri. I didn't see Ruggeri at all. Again, a 5 for me.
I can't pick the subs. I don't remember the subs. Like from 70 minutes to 90 minutes, I don't remember what happened.
Gallagher. I think Gallagher. I'll put Gallagher on the same level as David Hansko. 4. And then Alex Baena 5. Almada 5. Just to put that one shot on target for us. And then. Who else was there? Ruggeri, Almada, Baena, Gallagher. Who else came on? That's it. That's it. But anyway, whoever came on later, like I don't really remember. So anyway, I didn't see you to make me remember. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I think pretty much that's it. Let us know your opinions in the comment section. What do you guys think about the match? Just rant all you want, and congratulations, Arsenal. You know, like you guys literally got to win deservingly, and we'll see you guys soon for the preview of the match against Real Betis, which is an away game as well, not easy. And we'll talk about that one in detail. And until then, again, you know, like we love this club. So until then, Atleti. See you guys soon.